Narcissistic gang-stalking is a covert form of psychological harassment where a targeted individual, often an unorthodox personality type like a Sigma INFJ, is subjected to a relentless campaign of surveillance, manipulation, and control. Perpetrators, often narcissistic in nature, employ various tactics to exploit the psychological vulnerabilities of their targeted individuals. The goal is to break down the victim's self-esteem, isolate them socially, and exert dominance over every aspect of their life. This video aims to dissect the peculiar vulnerability of Sigma INFJs to this pervasive form of harassment, the insidious nature of narcissistic gang or group stalking, its traumatic aftermath, and the various levels at which it can manifest, from familial ties to covert government conspiracies. Drawing parallels with iconic movies, and we'll also delve into the power dynamics at play and the indomitable intuition of the Sigma INFJ that makes them a prime target. Why Sigma INFJs? Sigma INFJs, characterized by their introspective nature, keen intuition, and ability to decipher hidden motives, is both a strength and a vulnerability. Let me tell you why. While it empowers them to navigate complex social dynamics with a discerning eye, it also makes them attractive targets for individuals or groups with nefarious intentions. Perpetrators of gang-stalking recognize the Sigma INFJ's potential to unravel their schemes, prompting them to deploy more insidious tactics to maintain control and subvert their intuitive prowess. On top of that, they have empathy, a hallmark trait of INFJs, including Sigma INFJs. Their profound ability to understand and resonate with the emotions of others can be exploited by those seeking to manipulate. Perpetrators may feign vulnerability, playing on the Sigma INFJ's empathetic nature to establish a false sense of trust. This emotional sensitivity, coupled with a desire to alleviate the suffering of others, can inadvertently expose Sigma INFJs to individuals who prey on their kindness for their own gain. Living in a world where deception is commonplace, Sigma INFJs rely on their discernment to navigate through layers of facades. While this discernment is a crucial survival skill, it can also make them targets of individuals who are threatened by their ability to see through falsehoods. Perpetrators of gang-stalking may view Sigma INFJs as threats to their agendas, prompting them to engage in covert tactics to neutralize or control these intuitive individuals. Gang-stalking trauma. The perpetual scrutiny inflicted upon victims in the form of surveillance is a cornerstone of narcissistic gang-stalking. Sigma INFJs, who value their privacy and autonomy, suffer acutely under the weight of constant observation. The feeling of being under an unrelenting gaze, both real and imagined, erodes their sense of security and self-identity. The trauma incurred by this invasive surveillance disrupts their ability to trust and hinders their emotional well-being. One of their go-to tactics that is often used is gaslighting, which aims at distorting an individual's perception of reality. It is a prevalent weapon in the arsenal of narcissistic gang-stalkers. Sigma INFJs, who typically rely on their intuition and discernment, may find themselves questioning their own instincts and judgments if gaslighting manages to take its toll. The persistent doubt sown by manipulators leaves a lasting impact on their self-confidence, leading to heightened anxiety and a diminished sense of self-worth. Another narcissistic gang-stalking tactic often includes isolating the victim from their social support systems, exacerbating the trauma. Sigma INFJs, who value deep and meaningful connections, suffer immensely when severed from their support networks. The isolation imposed by perpetrators amplifies feelings of loneliness and vulnerability, contributing to the erosion of their mental resilience. The cumulative impact of constant surveillance, gaslighting, and isolation takes a toll on the mental health of Sigma INFJs. Their deep emotional sensitivity makes them particularly prone to developing anxiety and depression as a result of the sustained psychological assault. In severe cases, the trauma inflicted by narcissistic gang-stalking can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, causing persistent feelings of fear, hypervigilance, and emotional distress. Sigma INFJs, known for their empathetic and introspective nature, experience gang-stalking trauma on a profound level. The long-term effects of this manipulation extend far beyond the immediate experiences, influencing their ability to trust, form connections, and maintain a healthy sense of self. Recognizing the unique vulnerability of Sigma INFJs to the trauma of narcissistic gang-stalking is crucial in developing strategies for healing and resilience. As society becomes increasingly aware of the pervasive impact of covert harassment, the power game. Narcissistic gang-stalking often unveils itself as a twisted power game, where perpetrators derive perverse satisfaction from dominating and controlling their victims. The strong sense of individualism and the unwavering resistance to conformity sets Sigma INFJs apart in a world that frequently demands compliance and conformity, which automatically makes them a target to many different entities. The refusal of Sigma INFJs to adhere blindly to societal norms becomes a focal point for manipulation within the realm of narcissistic gang-stalking. Perpetrators, sensing a threat to their perceived authority, initiate a power struggle that extends beyond the external facets of the Sigma INFJ's life. This struggle manifests in subtle yet insidious ways, permeating the very fabric of their identity and belief systems, marking Sigma INFJs as targeted individuals. Examples from movies. Have you ever found yourself watching a movie and noticed the eerie subliminals on how parallel to reality a movie can be? This is no coincidence. I have found that the movie industry hides a lot of truths in plain sight, for those that can see. I recently found that certain films serve as striking parallels to the experiences of Sigma INFJs, shedding light on the pervasive nature of surveillance, manipulation, and the quest for authenticity. These movies offer a poignant exploration of the struggles faced by individuals who, like Sigma INFJs, navigate a world where reality may be meticulously orchestrated. Let's delve into these cinematic reflections real quick. They Live, peeling back the layers of deception. The 1988 movie They Live unfolds the tale of a nameless drifter who stumbles upon a pair of sunglasses. These seemingly ordinary shades, however, unveil a hidden reality that aliens are among us, disguised as humans. Through the lenses, the drifter exposes subliminal messages and a pervasive manipulation network that controls society, steering human behavior and perceptions. They Live serves as a compelling parallel to the experiences of Sigma INFJs, resonating with the core struggles they face in navigating a world fraught with hidden agendas and obscure truths. The central theme of the film aligns with the intuitive nature of Sigma INFJs, individuals endowed with a heightened ability to see beyond surface-level realities. The sunglasses become a metaphor for the INFJ's perceptive insights, allowing them to discern the hidden truths obscured by societal norms and expectations. Like the drifter, Sigma INFJs possess a unique lens through which they interpret the world, often revealing the stark disparity between appearance and reality, automatically marking them as made men or targeted individuals. The Truman Show, unmasking the illusions of Sigma INFJs. The Truman Show weaves a tale around Jim Carrey's character, Truman Burbank, whose seemingly idyllic life unfolds within the confines of a 24/7 reality television show. Unbeknownst to Truman, every aspect of his existence, from personal relationships to the mundane routines, is meticulously staged. The people surrounding him, including family and friends, are actors playing roles in this orchestrated spectacle. This movie serves as a profound reflection of the Sigma INFJ experience, drawing poignant parallels to the struggles faced by individuals who yearn for authenticity in a world fraught with orchestrated illusions. Once he reaches self-actualization and wakes up, Truman's resistance to conformity becomes a powerful metaphor for the Sigma INFJ's struggle against societal expectations and pressures. In a world where the narrative is preordained, both Truman and Sigma INFJs resist the roles assigned to them, striving to maintain their individualism and authenticity. The film captures the essence of the INFJ's battle against external influences that seek to mold and manipulate their identity. Moreover, Truman's struggle to maintain his individualism within the confines of a controlled environment reflects the ongoing battle faced by Sigma INFJs. In a world that often seeks to mold individuals into predefined roles, Sigma INFJs resist losing their unique identity. The film captures the intrinsic struggle of maintaining authenticity when surrounded by a scripted existence, mirroring the Sigma INFJ's constant efforts to preserve their genuine self amid societal expectations. Enemy of the State. Navigating shadows of control. The last example is The Enemy of the State, which thrusts Will Smith's character, Robert Clayton Dean, into a perilous spiral after unwittingly receiving evidence of a political assassination. Dean becomes the target of a relentless government conspiracy, subjecting him to constant surveillance and manipulation by shadowy forces seeking to control every facet of his life. Enemy of the State unfolds as a gripping narrative that resonates deeply with the Sigma INFJ experience, depicting the challenges faced by individuals who resist external forces seeking to manipulate and control their lives. The shadowy forces manipulating Dean highlight the Sigma INFJ's resistance to external control and manipulation. As the government conspires to shape Dean's narrative, the film becomes a reflection of the Sigma INFJ's ongoing battle against those who seek to coerce them into conformity. Dean's struggle mirrors the Sigma INFJ's determination to resist manipulation, underscoring the toll it takes on an individual's psyche and well-being. Levels of gang-stalking. Gang-stalking, a pervasive and covert form of psychological harassment, operates across a spectrum, ranging from the intimate confines of personal relationships to the vast realms of government conspiracies. The levels of gang-stalking become a chilling reflection of a world where manipulation and deceit lurk at every turn. At the microcosmic level, gang-stalking infiltrates the intricacies of personal relationships. Sigma INFJs, with their heightened intuition, may find themselves ensnared in the manipulative web, woven by narcissistic family members, friends, or coworkers. In these intimate settings, the Sigma INFJ's ability to see through people's true nature becomes a double-edged sword, fostering genuine connections but also attracting those who seek to exploit their empathetic vulnerabilities. Like we mentioned in the beginning, gaslighting, subtle manipulation, and emotional coercion may characterize these relationships, leaving the INFJ grappling with the challenge of discerning authenticity amid a sea of deception. Expanding beyond individual relationships, gang-stalking can manifest in social circles and community dynamics. Here, the Sigma INFJ's discernment may expose hidden motives within broader networks. The manipulation may take the form of social exclusion, reputation smearing, or subtle coercion within these larger spheres. The INFJ's resistance to conforming to societal norms may trigger power struggles, as manipulative forces attempt to bring them into alignment with prevailing expectations. The struggle to maintain authenticity intensifies as the INFJ navigates a landscape where the quest for genuine connections clashes with the pressures of conformity. Now, at the macrocosmic level, gang-stalking transcends individual and community boundaries, reaching into the corridors of power and government institutions. Sigma INFJs, with their ability to see through the veil of authority, may become unwitting targets of government conspiracies. Surveillance, manipulation, and attempts to control every aspect of their lives characterize this level of gang-stalking. The Sigma INFJ's resistance to external control becomes a focal point for those seeking dominance, mirroring the chilling narrative portrayed in They Live, for example, where a world governed by manipulation and deceit is the norm. In summary, the plight of Sigma INFJs as victims of narcissistic gang-stalking unveils a disturbing intersection of personality vulnerabilities and psychological manipulation. By exploring the tactics we discussed, the trauma inflicted, and the power dynamics at play, we shed light on the challenges faced by individuals who, by virtue of their unique qualities, become unwitting targets. The world of narcissistic gang-stalking may remain covert, but understanding its dynamics is crucial in empowering Sigma INFJs to protect themselves against the shadows that seek to control their narrative, especially those closest to them.